behold the sudden stop, risk of emerging markets collapse looms. This is a headline on Zero Hedge. It could be the arrival of a sudden stop, as I explain in Escape from the Central Bank Trap. A sudden stop happens when the extraordinary and excessive flow of cheap US dollars into emerging markets suddenly reverses and funds return to the US looking for safer assets. And this was a scenario that I was sort of forecasting severally. The last time I forecasted was on the 5th of February when I wrote a piece that I called Halcyon Days. And I said, Wikipedia has an article on Halcyon Days, and it reads thus: from Latin Alcyone, daughter of Iulius and the wife of Ceyx. When her husband died in a shipwreck, Alcyone threw herself into the sea, whereupon the gods transformed them both into Halcyon birds. When Alcyone made her nest on the beach, waves threatened to destroy it. Aeolus restrained his winds and kept them calm during 7 days in each year, so she could lay her eggs. These became known as the Halcyon Days when storms do not occur. Today the term is used to denote a past period that has been remembered for being happy and or successful. And what I was forecasting then was exactly this, the end of that Halcyon period. Particularly for emerging market assets. And look at this, EM currency rout continues, dollar keeps gaining. That's a chart from Holger. And I'd also warned in September 2016 when I wrote a piece called Mirrors on the Ceiling, the Pink Champagne on Ice. I was quoting the song Hotel California, Mirrors on the Ceiling, the Pink Champagne on Ice. And she said, we are all just prisoners here of our own device. Last thing I remember, I was running for the door. I had to find the passage back to the place I was before. Relax, said the nightman. We are programmed to receive. You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave. What is clear, I said then, was we're at the fag end of this party. Hotel California, I've learned, has had 144,324,402 views as of this morning. This is interesting. As the euro hits its weakest levels versus the dollar in 2018, it's worth noting that emerging market debt has been heavily correlated to the fate of the euro. Look at this chart. Emerging market dollar sovereign debt is off to its worst start to a year on record. That's another concern. That's why the African issuers did well to issue early and quick and big.